Hello. I have not wanted to talk in this format in a very long time, but I just finished this book, Watch Over Me, and it reminded me a lot of my time this year and how it felt this year, and I feel like a lot of people have probably felt the same, so this is a book that I want to share. 2020 has been very hard for everybody, obviously. For me personally, it had a lot to do with work. I worked throughout the entire pandemic. Obviously, it's still going on and it's gone up in the United States again, and everything is just, every day is something that I can't control, and I crave control. That's something that I love to have in my life. I love control and I love a schedule. That's something that's very important to me, a routine and being able to control what's going on around me. So when I can't control what's going on around me, and I manage a team at work, it's a huge struggle every day mentally, and it affected my mental health a lot, and I've dealt with social anxiety in the past as well, and I came through full force this year. I started up a Zoom therapy in August and tried to work my way through things, but I was really mainly looking for coping mechanisms to distract me from it as opposed to dealing with it. This book felt very representative of that. Just very representative of that struggle, or having a struggle in general and not feeling willing to face it, and instead trying to distract myself from it in the pursuit of helping others as opposed to helping myself. I listened to Watch Over Me via audiobook and I was very blown away. It's about this girl named Mila. Mila has been assigned a social worker since she was in her early teenage years. Her mom left her when she was 13 and she never knew her dad. She has been blocking out a lot of the things that happened in her past, and she's just been in the foster care system. When she was 18, she got assigned to be an intern at a farmhouse. And basically this farmhouse is like a bunch of children that this couple adopts within this farm, and as an intern she teaches an age group of those children, and she also has certain responsibilities around the house, like dishes or whatever the case is, farming, and she also does the farmers market every Sunday with the other interns, and it seems like a really cool setup. She gets her own little log cabin. It just seems like a really cool place, even though it also seems very odd and secluded. The way that Nina LaCour paints it, it's like it could either be a cult or it could either be just this beautiful magical place. And speaking of beautiful magical place, it is also haunted. Everybody can see ghosts there. It's done so well. The way that she speaks about the ghosts doesn't feel fantastical. It feels extremely fluid. It's like, oh, of course they could see ghosts. They're all haunted by their past. It makes extreme sense, and everybody has their own ghosts there. I don't think that this is really spoilery. I'm not going into anything. It's just everybody has their own ghosts and their own demons to face, essentially. Nina teaches a little boy at this farm, and he's the only one in that certain age group, and she feels very protective over him and wants to help him face his fears, and kind of uses that as a distraction for facing her own fears. And it's just like so beautifully done in a way where you're like, wow, this is me, except for, you know, it's not telling you directly like this is how you should face your problems. This is just her going through the motions and me being like, wow, this is so extremely relatable, even though she's on a farm and there's ghosts and everything else. It was so well done. Nina LaCour did such a good job, and it's a very small book. I feel like this is something that so many people can enjoy. I feel like this delved into mental health so extremely well, and I really enjoyed it. I listened to the audiobook through Libby, which is the library app. So if your library collaborates with a program like Libby, or I know mine used to do Overdrive, it's free audiobooks and you're supporting your library. It's a huge win-win. And then because I liked it so much, I ended up picking up a copy from my local bookstore. It was so good, and I completely recommend it to literally anybody, especially at the end of this year when everybody has been dealing with mental health in completely different ways. I think this is just so well done. I was editing and I realized that my outro cut out. So I hope that you guys have not had any issues with mental health this year, but I know that it is a probable fact, and I hope that whatever you've been dealing with this year, you've been able to find a way to cope with it. Even though I said that I have been struggling with my mental health this year, there have been a few things that I put into practice that have helped me out a little bit. A nighttime routine has been very helpful. Like I said, routines are something that are very helpful for me. I've been following 2 mantra apps that give me mantras throughout the day on my phone, and the ones that I really like, I put in my journal, so that's been helpful. I have CBD that I take every day, and I've just been trying to wind down at the end of the day. And it doesn't completely heal anything, but it helps. So I hope you guys have been finding something to help yourself with whatever has been going on in 2020. And maybe I'll see you soon. I don't know. I have to see what platform works best for me and how I could create a routine through this as well and figure out what I like doing best, I guess. So I hope you guys have a great day and a great week, and maybe I'll see you soon. Bye.